to a very special evening, our second annual Gem Awards. I'm from WCNC, and it's great to be here at this beautiful Del Colton Arena to the theater to celebrate the best of the best in Charlotte. By the way, today is National Teacher Day, part of National Teacher Week, started over 75 years ago. Yes, so we salute all of you tonight. And throughout the night, I encourage you to use the hashtag Gem Awards 2024 to document this special occasion. Getting to this announcement tonight took a lot of planning from district staff, but as the old saying goes, this event could not be made possible without the support of many groups, businesses, and organizations that have a vested interest in the success of Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools. We'd like to thank our gracious partners, Classroom Central, thanks to the Charlotte Hornets, Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools Strategic Partnerships, Truist Bank, and Wells Fargo Championship. And please join me in thanking Central Piedmont Community College, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg, yes, definitely to the CMS Board of Education, CMS Learning Community Executive Directors, East Mecklenburg High School, Army JROTC, what a great job they did. Fantastic. Northwest School Arts Jazz Ensemble, they're fantastic as well. Always enjoy them. The Superintendent Teacher Advisory Council and the Teacher of the Year Committee for making this event such a success tonight. We also have here tonight our 2023 Teacher Assistant of the Year. Rachel Gathers, I know she's out there somewhere. Could you stand up so we can recognize you? Maybe we can spotlight you. Oh, right here. Good to see you again. Thank you for being here. We'll see you later. Anna Cunningham could not be here tonight with us this evening. Would like to thank her for her great service as the 2023 Teacher of the Year. Tonight is a very special night because tonight we're encouraging and recognizing more than 300 gems, our Teachers and Teacher Assistant of the Year. Education, as you know, can be the hardest yet most rewarding career field one can ever choose. And we're glad that you chose that field. We recognize all of you tonight for the fantastic job you do every single day. Big hand of applause for all of you. When examining gemstones, you look at four important characteristics: color, cut, clarity, and carat. And looking for quality teachers, you look for those one-of-a-kind attributes. Every day you create environments that are inviting. You make decisions that are inclusive. You spark moments that are inspiring. You cultivate ideas that are innovative. You touch the lives of more than 141,000 students, helping them reach their full potentials and achieve their dreams. I don't think the only one to talk about this tonight. Take a listen to those who experience your gifts firsthand.
Our teachers shape us for what we're going to become. They're not only going to teach us education lessons, they're going to teach us life skills that we can use in everyday stuff.
Teachers and teachers' assistants are important because they teach us something new every day when we go to school.
I feel like teachers and teacher assistants are important because they play a big role into our lives.
Teachers and teacher assistants are important because they help us get a good education and they help us when we are confused.
Don't take the teachers for granted because not all people got the teachers that you got.
Because they're always so kind to you and they always help you learn and help you grow.
I like to thank my math teacher for helping me get to where I am today because he helped me when I didn't know what to do.
So you can learn, and if you don't learn, then you won't have enough knowledge.
Students need to learn so that they can get their education and live a good life.
They're important because they give us the knowledge that we need.
Our teachers are so important because they teach us discipline, they teach us how to do works that are good and they fill you with joy, they are there for you.
And just a big shout out to every single one of my teachers. You guys have brought me so far and I really appreciate you.
Teachers and
teacher's assistants help me learn a lot.
Teacher assistants are important because they do their job, they spend their nerves on us, and they actually teach us.
A special thing that a teacher has done for me is help me with homework, gave me a chocolate bar to encourage me.
I would probably say like support is probably the best thing a teacher can and has done for me.
Thank you.
Thank you to all the teachers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for my teacher assistant and my teacher.
Thank you, Miss Stokes, for helping me learn a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's one of those videos you can watch again. I wonder, was it bubble gum or chewing gum right there? It was a nice comment. So we love everyone of that. It's now my pleasure to bring to the podium Charlotte-Mecklenburg Board of Education Chair Stephanie Sneed for comments. Stephanie.
Charlotte-Mecklenburg Board of Education Chair, Stephanie Sneed.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Sprinkle, for being our MC tonight and for being a staple in our CMS schools for all these years. I want to take a moment to say that I'm very excited to be here along with my fellow board members to honor you this evening. I'm going to ask my fellow board members to stand up as I call their names. You can see that they're here to support you. Vice Chair, District 3 Representative D. Rankin. District 2 Representative Delma Byers-Bailey. District 5 Representative Lisa Klein. At-large member Lenora Shipp. At-large member Dr. Monty Wibstrom. Not everyone can be a teacher. It is a special calling, a sort of destiny to be powerful and positive presence in the lives of our young people. You teach because you want to tap into the potential of all students, but as we all know, it's not just about challenging them academically. It's about emotionally supporting our kids, recognizing when they may need a compassionate ear. It's about cheering them on to be their best when there are not enough people in their lives to support them. In short, so much is expected of you, and yet you rise to the occasion over and over and over again. In the great words of Maya Angelou, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, people will never forget how you make them feel. Thank you for making our students feel they are special, unique, and can do whatever they set out to do. It's been a privilege to address you this evening. We will now hear remarks from Superintendent Dr. Crystal Hill.
Good evening, everyone. I am heartbroken that I cannot be there tonight to celebrate all of you and your service to the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools family. I am in Raleigh with education leaders from across the state, collaborating with our North Carolina legislators in advocacy for public education. As your superintendent, I am committed to increasing teacher and educator pay in our county and across the state. Today, the state salary for beginning teachers is $39,000, and for experienced teachers with 25 years of service, the state salary is $56,000. This is not acceptable. I am extremely grateful for our Mecklenburg County Board of County Commissioners who fully funded our budget last year, which resulted in more than $6 million to increase the local supplement to our teacher salary. This year, we are proposing a $7.4 million increase for the local supplement. Advocacy for public education is near and dear to my heart. It is one of my top priorities as your superintendent, as an educator, parent, and community member. We have amazing educators in Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools, and tonight we are gathered to recognize and celebrate you. You are all dedicated to educating and helping our students prepare for the next phase of their lives, whether it's being enlisted, enrolled, or employed. We are proud to have you represent Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools. Your work matters. You create an innovative, inclusive, and student-centered environment that inspires our scholars to be curious, be creative, to achieve, to reach their full potential. Through your guidance, support, and inspiration, you help students become the people they are meant to be. Your work is not only impactful to the students you serve each year, but you are impacting economic mobility for generations to come. Although we can only select one Teacher Assistant of the Year and one Teacher of the Year, I want to remind every honoree in the theater tonight that you are all winners. We show our appreciation for you here at the Gem Awards today, but know that we can never thank you enough, and we celebrate you each day. Congratulations once again, and shine bright, Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools Gems.
Tonight at the Gem Awards, we get to shine a light on some of the best and brightest educators here in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg school system. To our teacher assistants, you all play an essential role in your classrooms and school communities. You support your teachers and you provide high-quality instruction in one-on-one or small group settings. You step into roles when needed, filling in to make sure instruction is never delayed. You reinforce expectations and set your students and hold them to high yet achievable standards. Schools run seamlessly and effectively because of your presence in those schools. Now let's meet our 9 Teacher Assistant of the Year finalists. Here they are.
People learn best when they have a relationship and engagement with that person. And people know intuitively whether or not you have their best interest in heart and whether you care about them. And to try to just teach a student from a distance and in a disconnected way can have some progress, but has its limits. And one of the things that I've found reinforced by working with students is that when you can reach them at an individual level and you can communicate that I care about you, I'm really on your side, I want good outcomes for you. And so let's work together to learn.
Build relationships with these students and get them, you want them to trust you, want them to know that you trust them, which is really important. Be a great listener. Lessons I've learned is to be extremely patient, be kind, as my mom always tells me.
I think the most important thing when it comes to teaching is making the child feel confident enough to where they want to learn and they want to grow and that they're comfortable in their setting. So I'm all about environment. I'm all about making sure the kids are comfortable, making sure they're happy and they feel secure and safe and they trust us. So it's all about building an environment for them to thrive in and to give them the confidence to want to learn more.
My philosophy for teaching basically stems from just love of students and love of learning. I feel like students need to feel safe, secure, and loved in order to be successful. And I want a student, you know, a past or present student, to walk into my room or to see me in the hall and just know that I'm a safe place and that they can feel secure and confident. And to me, you know, the academic part is very important, but teaching from my heart and helping them, you know that they are loved and that they are special and that they are capable is so very important.
So I have my own thought process of how teaching should go, but I go off of the kids. And it's their world, and I'm just here to guide them and to teach them how they learn. Because we all learn different, right? And we're at the beginning stages where we want them to love learning. My biggest lesson from the kids has been always stay on your toes. They throw me curveballs all the time. But so they're writing and they're like, well, Miss McCain, you didn't say this. And I'm like, okay, I didn't say that, but you can use that if you want to. Because sometimes I think that I go unnoticed, right? Like I'm just another body. But I work really, really hard and to be acknowledged for that, that hard work, that I am making a difference.
Best way I can describe it, my philosophy is really to find out where the students are, see what they can do well, and then improve that, and then also to learn their struggles, the things that they can't do as well, or they're trying to find their way through, whether it's math or English or reading, or in our extension classes, their fundamentals in letters or sounds. So a lot of times when they struggle with things, if they trust you, then they'll ask you for the support. And I think knowing what they need builds trust, and it builds a better relationship.
I took this job, and the first kid who hugged me after I tied his shoes, I was like, oh, I've wasted my time. Oh, goodness, I truly believe it's a calling, I don't know if you could force your way into it, but you can get into your own head about it. You can be logical and say, I would never want to do that. I really truly believe you don't know how full your reservoir of love is until you take on a role as a teacher.
I look at every child as an individual. They are themselves, they're who they are. You can't change who they are. I like to meet every child on their level. So if they want to do their work on the floor that day, we're going to sit on the floor. If they want to go sit at their desk or with other peers, that's what we're going to do. So just keeping the children of who they are and just advancing their learning in different ways that per their personalities.
Teaching for me is a calling. That is why I do it with so much passion and dedication.
So it has to be what the whole story's about.
My whole reason for coming into teaching is that, for being a TA, is that I am able to be around students and to help them learn and grow. My approach to teaching, I would say it is more of a hands-on kind of instruction, because that is how I learn. So being able to give the students the lesson orally and be able to have them actually put their hands on it and get involved, that is one way that I actually go about teaching and letting the instructions flow.
It's such a special night here tonight, and I'd like to call up our finalists to the stage one at a time and have a chance to see everybody on this award-winning night tonight.
William Crawford, J.M. Robinson Middle School, South Learning Community. North Learning Community. Keisha Finley, University Meadows Elementary School, Northeast Learning Community. Teresa Caron, Thomasburg Academy, West Learning Community. McCain, Wingate Park Elementary School, Southwest Learning Community. Micaiah Miller, Harding University High School, Northwest Learning Community. Eric Redmond, Lawrence Orr Elementary School, Southeast Learning Community. Marissa Slazak, Villa Heights Elementary School, East Learning Community. Anika Warmington, First Ward Creative Arts Academy. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools proudly presents the 2023-2024 Teacher Assistant of the Year finalists.
The 23-24 Teacher Assistant of the Year is Keisha Finley. Come on down.
Thank you. It's very shocking. This is who I will tell you I'm very quiet. I don't really say anything, but yes, I'm excited. I'm shocked. I guess first of all, I want to thank God. He's guided me to this position, and I've been with the University of Memphis for 12 years as a TA, and loved every minute of it. I want to thank Mr. Wall. He believes in me. Anything I throw at him, he's like, I'm gonna try it, go for it. You know, him, Miss Dana, she's my you know, I get to talk to her, she gets to help out a lot. Thank my family for putting up with me, for coming home and spreading the papers everywhere and tearing up the house, trying to make all these designs and stuff for the kids. And I'm shocked, so I don't know what else to say. It's such an honor. This is an amazing event that you do to recognize all the teachers and teacher assistants. And I think that's it. If I miss anything, I truly apologize. Oh, the pre-K team at University Meadows, and then I'm really forgetting, but they have molded me into the teacher assistant I am today. They're an amazing team, the best team around. I said it, the best team ever. So shout out to the pre-K team at University Meadows as well. That's it. Thank you all.
Once again, congratulations to Keisha Finley and all of our finalists. Have a big hand for all of our teacher assistants. And once again, thank you, Keisha. Now to our teachers. From the youngest learners to graduating seniors, teachers really set the foundation and the building blocks to their success. You encourage your students, you push them past what they feel their limits are. You nurture their dreams and help all of them see that everything is possible. You create spaces for your students to feel safe to make mistakes and grow at the same time. And because of you, students graduate with all the tools necessary to take on a very tough world today. Now, let's meet our 9 Teacher of the Year finalists.
My philosophy or approach to teaching is I want every kid to think of themselves as an artist. I know that Lady Bird Johnson said, kids will live up to what you believe of them. And I think so many kids and adults these days, they will tell you that they're bad at art. And what they mean is that they're bad at drawing things realistically. And art is so much more than just drawing something realistically. So in my curriculum, I really try to introduce students to a wide variety of art mediums, art materials, artists, so that they can find what they are good at, not just what they are not good at.
When it comes to teaching, my philosophy is educating through building community. And so I realized in order to really educate our students, it's going to take a sense of community. You need people who can come to the students and tell them a story about how things used to be and how things should be. But then you're going to need that person in the community, that second type of person who's going to come and grab the student by the arm and say, hey, you can do better. I got you. I'm going to show you a better way. And so they're going to kind of lead that student to what it is that they should be doing.
You're here to teach the kids. And lately, the new catchword has been you have to establish a relationship. It's always been about the relationship. You're not teaching just reading or just math or just science or social studies. You're teaching them art. You're teaching them music, even if I'm not that teacher. But additionally, I'm teaching them how to get along with one another. I'm teaching them how to succeed, and I'm going to teach them how to fail in a safe environment. If I don't get it right today, it's okay. What can we do to fix it?
It is relationship first. The content is not nearly as important as the child or the student. And so I guess my philosophy is to see the students where they are just by shining a spotlight on a student and telling them they're worth it. You will see so much more and they're able to achieve. So it is see the student, celebrate what they bring, and then connect them with their first future possibility.
And over the years, I've seen like, wow, I'm making an impact on another human being. And that just fills my heart. It's in my soul. I just love that what I do, I'm molding a person to be ready for the world. And the fact that I'm teaching in French.
Je me demande bien ce que c'est et ce qu'ils mangent.
Well, my philosophy of teaching is making sure that everyone is included. I want to make sure that every student feels like
they are worthy, like they're important. I never want any student, first of all, to feel like when Ms. Gaither comes in, I only like the high flyers, I only like this set of group of kids. I want everybody to feel included in any activity that I do. So the main thing, especially when I'm doing activities that I know a student might not be able to grasp, I make sure that I create activities that's based on every student's level. My philosophy is to tell them at the end of the day, I love you and I'm here for you, and I want to make sure that you're included in everything that I'm doing.
I want to instill in every one of my students lifelong curiosity. I think it's really important for students to be curious about the world, so I try really hard when it comes to teaching and planning lessons to make sure that I'm giving them lots of opportunities for inquiry and lots of opportunities to connect to things outside of reading as well. I think it's really important for teachers to try to find ways to bring kids in, whether it be through connections to other subjects or, you know, things in their lives like basketball or whatever they're into at the time. And I think that's the cornerstone of kind of my practice.
I ended up landing in middle school because they're unique and still have a lot to learn, even though they may think they know it all. So I love working with this age group and adolescents because I feel like not only am I helping them academically, but some of the biggest things that they're getting are life lessons and learning in a lot of different ways, socially, emotionally.
The biggest focus in teaching is teaching the whole child and trying to help them see how the work in those classes isn't just learning math, it is learning how to be a human. Really making sure my students feel that, you know, they are a whole person, they're not just a student who's taking tests. The goal isn't just to learn math, the goal is to learn how to human. And I hope that they really take that with them moving forward.
We will now call all of our finalists to the stage one at a time.
McKee Road Elementary School, South Learning Community. Dr. Keith Burgess, Northridge Middle School, Southeast Learning Community. Elizabeth Canute, Tuckasegee Elementary School, Northwest Learning Community. Leslie Cosentine, Charlotte Engineering Early College, Northeast Learning Community. Stephanie Kroger, North Academy of World Languages, North Learning Community. Marlette Gaither, Marie G. Davis School, Central Learning Community. Ms. Gaither is represented by her principal, Philip Johnson. Dana Wilson, Northwest School of the Arts, West Learning Community. Alexa Woodburn, J.T. Williams Secondary Montessori School, East Learning Community. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools proudly presents the 2023-2024 Teacher of the Year finalists.
Your Teacher of the Year. Your Teacher of the Year is Elizabeth Canoe. Okay, this is completely unbelievable. So before I do anything, I will be, as I tell my students, I will never lie to you, I will be honest. I'm shouting out my class because that was the last thing they said when I left today. Give us a shout out. Do not roll your eyes out loud and please use kind words. So I'm going to meet my goals. There's many people to thank. First of all, we're going to thank the other 8 finalists because standing here, all of you, they are amazing people. We had an opportunity to meet one another, and I think we're going to be fast friends. So thank you. I need to thank my staff, my principal, Latricia Wilson, for having some faith in me. I want to thank all the people in the Northwest Learning Community. They're amazing, and I need to thank my family, my husband, who's put up with this for 35 years. My daughter, who might be watching online, my family, my father, who is also a career teacher. There are many people to thank, but first and foremost, this is just a reflection of all the people in the room. You're only as good as those that you surround yourself with, and thank you for surrounding me with your greatness. So, I'm completely floored. How did I get myself into this mess? But thank you very much, and you all have a great rest of the year. Rock those tests.
Congratulations once again, our Teacher of the Year, Elizabeth Canoe, and all of your honored representatives. It's been a very special evening, and we thank all of you for being here tonight. Once again, congratulations to our Teacher of the Year and Assistant Teacher of the Year, and all the teachers for that matter, because once again, you all do an outstanding job, and every single one of you are winners. So once again, a big round of applause for every one of you here tonight. Also want to give a huge thank you to all of our Teacher and Teacher Assistant of the Year honorees for your dedication and your service to the students and families of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg school system. You're on this journey together, and teamwork helps students achieve academic success. Together, you're nurturing students to be great people, and who knows, on down the line, the next winner of the Gem Award. Hope all of you had a wonderful evening. And remember to keep shining. I'll see you tomorrow morning, dark and early, at 4:30 on WCNC TV. I'm Larry Swiggle. Good night. See you next year. Thank you.